Hello and welcome to another rocking episode of our channel. This time, we are discussing Chris Brown live in relationship history, which is dramatic and mouthwatering for his male fans. We are including from Rihanna to Ammika Harris. Stay with us. Chris Brown's had a very high-profile love life. From his relationship with Rihanna to welcoming children with Nia Guzman and Ammika Harris, take a look back at the singer's romantic history. Since catapulting into the spotlight at such a young age, Chris Brown's personal life has been front and center. The young R&B singer's love life has really taken center stage. From scrutiny over his relationship with Rihanna to welcoming two children with previous flames, Chris's personal life has become a topic of conversation amongst his devoted fans. Now, we're taking a look back at the women he dated. But before towards details, please subscribe the channel, and hit bell icon, and select the option, all. By this, we'll notify you whenever we blast breaking news here on YouTube. Between 2007 and 2009, Chris was in a high-profile relationship with Rihanna. The two singers started out merely as friends in the mid-2000s before their platonic relationship blossomed into a romance. The couple's romantic partnership was further scrutinized in February 2009, when Chris physically assaulted Rihanna following an argument that escalated into a physical altercation. By June 2009, Chris pleaded guilty to a felony assault months after images of Rihanna's beaten face surfaced. He was ordered to serve community labor, 5 years probation and submit to domestic violence counseling. 4 years after the assault, Rihanna and Chris got back together in early 2013. By May 2013, however, the two went their separate ways. Both Chris and Rihanna have spoken in detail about their relationship in the past, a romance that has become a pivotal point in Rihanna's personal life and practically redefined Chris's career trajectory. Rihanna, notably, opened up to Oprah Winfrey about their romance in 2012. "We love each other and we probably always will. That's not anything that we're going to try to change. That's not something you can shut off if you've ever been in love," she shared on the Mogul's Next Chapter series on OWN. "I truly love him," she concluded. "The main thing for me is that he is at peace. I'm not at peace if he's a little unhappy or he's still lonely. I care. It actually matters that he finds that peace." During his initial breakup with Rihanna, Chris began dating model Karrueche Tran in 2011. By October 2012, however, the two went their separate ways. After Chris's rekindled relationship with Rihanna didn't work out, he reunited with Karrueche. But the couple's relationship became more and more troubled. As the pair seemingly tried to rebuild their romance, circumstances became far more worrisome. Karrueche and Chris eventually split after news of Chris's child with Nia Guzman became public in 2015. Even more startling, Karrueche alleged that Chris was threatening her with violence. She subsequently was granted a 5-year restraining order from Chris in 2017. Years after their split, Karrueche shared that her life was back on track. "It is amazing to think where I was 4 years ago to where I am now, and it pushes me to want to do more and become better, and the long-term goal for me is acting and getting on the big screen," she shared with HL in May 2019. "I feel like I am the rose that grew from concrete. It's that little bud that starts and keeps growing, and you learn that the world is your oyster and you can continue to grow with staying focused and hard work." One of Chris's least publicized relationships was with Nia Guzman. The two weren't exactly together for very long, but during their time together they welcomed a daughter, 6-year-old Royalty Brown. Royalty was born in May 2014, but news of Chris's firstborn didn't become public until the singer learned that he was the father in 2015, when the singer had reunited with Karrueche. Over the years, Chris and Nia's co-parenting has been difficult. In 2018, the two had an intense legal squabble over child support for their little girl. But in the years since, the parents have seemingly reached an agreement. Chris gets along great with Nia because they decided a long time ago to make things work for the sake of Royalty, a source shared exclusively with Hollywood Life in March 2020. For the young father, royalty is the most important girl in his life, and he is willing to do whatever it takes to show her how much her parents love her and that she sees how well they get along. Between 2017 and 2018, Chris was rumored to be linked to Agnes Mo. The two initially got cozy in September 2017. After they first met, flirty messages exchanged between the two piqued fans' interest. By November 2017, Chris and Agnes really riled up fans when photos of the pair snuggling in the recording studio went public. The last sighting of the two came in January 2018, when they were spotted on a cute date at Disneyland. The romance apparently didn't last long, and the two singers subsequently went their separate ways. Chris's most recent talked about romance was with Ammika Harris. Rumors about the two being an item swirled throughout 2019. But by late November of that year, fans knew that the one-time couple were definitely serious at one point during their romance. The two welcomed their son, Aiko, on November 20th of that year. Since bringing their little boy into the world, Ammika and Chris's lives have been completely upended by the coronavirus, which hit just months after little Aiko's birth. Ammika went back to Europe to continue her modeling work, bringing Aiko with her. Chris, however, remained in the United States. Fortunately, he was able to reunite with Ammika and Aiko in London before the family went on a vacation to Tulum, Mexico, in November 2020. As for where Chris and Ammika currently stand, a source shared exclusively with HL that the two are just figuring their status out. Chris and Ammika haven't put an official label on where things stand with them right now because they're still trying to figure out what their next move is, the source shared. They know the love is there and they'll always be in each other's lives, obviously, but there are so many variables at this point and everything is still up in the air.